Babylonian Aramaic was the form of Middle Aramaic employed by writers in Babylonia between the 4th century and the 11th century CE. It is most commonly identified with the language of the Babylonian Talmud and of post-Talmudist literature, which are the most important cultural products of Babylonian Jews. The most important epigraphic sources for the dialect are the hundreds of Aramaic magic bowls written. Classification and type. The language was closely related to other Eastern Aramaic dialects such as Mandaic and Syriac language. Its original pronunciation is uncertain, and has to be reconstructed with the help of these kindred dialects and of the reading tradition of the Yemenite Jews, and where available those of the Iraqi, Syrian and Egyptian Jews. The value of the Yemenite reading tradition has been challenged by some scholars. Talmudist Aramaic bears all the marks of being a specialist language of study and legal argumentation, like law French, rather than a vernacular mother tongue, and continued in use for these purposes long after Arabic had become the language of daily life. It has developed a battery of technical logical terms, such as tiyuvta and teak, which are still used in Jewish legal writings, including those in other languages, and have influenced modern Hebrew. Like the Judean and Assyrian Jewish dialects, it was written with Hebrew alphabet. Today, the language has received considerable scholarly attention, as shown in the bibliography below. However, the majority of those who are familiar with it, namely Orthodox Jewish students of Talmud, are given no systematic instruction in the language, and are expected to sink or swim in the course of Talmudist studies, with the help of some informal pointers showing similarities and differences with Hebrew. Bibliography. Barasha Siegel, Elitzure, Introduction to the Grammar of Jewish Babylonian Aramaic, Munster. Ugreet Verlag, 2013, ISBN 978-3-86835-084-5. J.N. Epstein, Dikduk Aramit Bavlut, 1960. Frank, Yitzhak, Grammar for Gemara. An Introduction to Babylonian Aramaic. Jerusalem, Ariel Institute, 2000, ISBN 0-87306-612-X. Jastrow, Marcus, A Dictionary of the Targumim, the Talmud Babli and Yerushalmi, and the Midrashic Literature, ISBN 1-56563-860-3. Kara, Yehiel, Babylonian Aramaic and the Yemenite manuscripts of the Talmud. Orthography, Phonology and Morphology of the Verb. Jerusalem, 1983. Klein, Hyman, An Introduction to the Aramaic of the Babylonian Talmud. London, 1943. Kutcher, Edward Yechezkel, Hebrew and Aramaic Studies, ed. Z. Ben-Haim, Dotton, and G. Sarfati. Jerusalem, The Magnus Press, The Hebrew University, 1977. Levias, Caspar, A Grammar of the Aramaic Idiom Contained in the Babylonian Talmud, 1900. Marcus, David, A Manual of Babylonian Jewish Aramaic. University Press of America, paperback, ISBN 0-8191-1363-8. Margolis, Max Leopold, A Manual of the Aramaic Language of the Babylonian Talmud, Grammar Crestomathy and Glossaries. Munich, 1910. Melamed, Ezra Zion, Dictionary of the Babylonian Talmud, Feldheim, 2005, ISBN 1-58330-776-1. Morag, Shelemo, Babylonian Aramaic. The Yemenite Tradition, Historical Aspects and Transmission Phonology. The Verbal System. Jerusalem. Ben ZVI Institute. ISBN 0-8018-7233-2. Morgenstern, Matthew. Studies in Jewish Babylonian Aramaic based upon early Eastern manuscripts. Harvard Semitic Studies. ISBN 1-57506-938-5. Sokolov, Michael. A Dictionary of Jewish Babylonian Aramaic of the Talmudist and Geonic Periods. Bar-Ilan and Johns Hopkins University Press. ISBN 0-8018-7233-2.